So the launch of our Livegood essential oil pack, it is now live on the website. So
Long awaited.
very, very, very exciting. Yes, definitely long awaited because we were hoping to have it before the holidays, but we're here. So many of you have heard of and have also have a lot of experience and used essential oils. Essential oils are the concentrated oils of beneficial plants. Okay, Ryan's going to go deep into the science behind it. And then we're going to give you suggested uses, how to properly dose them, in what form you're using, and I guess a little bit more of our personal experience with essential oils as well, where you can walk into any store and find an essential oil with some cool label and it looks great. They are not created equal. They probably won't give you the proper testing. They don't probably have that information, the way they source them. It's not direct from the source to the bottle. So you have to know that. So you have to know your purity and your potency. And that's one thing we're obviously, it goes with anything that we have in Livegood, but it's one of the most important things for us. And that's why we love to give you all of the certificates of analysis, all the testing right there on our website. We don't want you to have to search for them, to ask for them. We want you to know everything. So Ryan will go into a little bit of how we sourced and how pure and potent
and you're spot on to say. I mean, counterfeiting and adulteration is dishonest. It's a breach of morals, and ultimately it's unsafe for the consumer.
Speaking of real quick, unsafe.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard about people having adverse reactions to essential oils, a lot of times it is those synthetic ones, those adulterated ones, because they have other additives in them that are actually can be toxic to you. They can be endocrine disruptors, just lots of things. So you may have heard that so-and-so had a adverse reaction, and it's probably something that's not pure.
Yeah, I think dishonest marketing is a big reason for it. Obviously, there's a significant cost with sourcing ethically sourced, pure, undiluted essential oil, and that's exactly what we have here in Livegood is the pure, undiluted essential oils. Testing is interesting. I did spend a lot of effort and time in that department. Wanted to make sure. So, if for those of you that have followed along, before we were trying to launch, we had a snag because we failed some testing. And in that example, it failed the ISO spec in Australia. Our tea tree failed the ISO spec from Australia, which is where we source the tea tree leaves from. It was shown as a Chinese tea tree, which it's a common maneuver or tactic for some of these unscrupulous brands. And then the other one was our peppermint. Was a dementholized. It looked like corn mint, had this weird funky characteristics to it, so we had to fail that one as well. So when you have a chance, on the website now are the certificates of it. They're not COAs, they're testing. And the testing, there's only like really two main people that are capable of testing and getting extremely detailed into it to ensure that we don't have any contaminants. And when you go through, you'll see the test, and you'll see the word terpene again show up a lot of different places, but you'll definitely see what's in every single oil. So super important. Very proud of that. I think from a consumer perspective, that's what you guys want to see, and that's
right. So a lot of times when also asked the questions, how do we compare to, and we always the top brands that we hear, doTERRA, Young Living. I mean, we are directly comparable, guys. We do all the same testing for purity and potency. We literally have our source to our bottle. I mean, all the same stuff, but again, our prices are amazing.
Yeah,
so that's where we really differ, obviously. So about some of the uses of these oils. Let's get into those.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
You want to start with the?
Well, I have it in order, just the way it's going to go up on the website too. Is lemon. So limon is
lemon.
Yep. Let's do it. Obviously, you guys, well, this comes from cold pressing, so it's not through distillation like the other oils are, but direct from the rind. It smells amazing, and just like you would expect. I mean, what are you going to do with lemon? Well, it's refreshing, it's invigorating. I think a lot of times it's used for malodors. So things like you can put it in a cotton ball and put it into an area that doesn't smell good. Could be a bathroom, right? Could be in the back of a refrigerator. Right. Laundry. Yeah, of course. So I'll just read you some of the things that I put up on here. But so diffusing, again, like 5 drops, if you're using a 100 ml diffuser, so 5 drops, 5 to 10 drops, you can just diffuse it. Can increase lift mood, improve job performance. The cotton ball thing I told you about, there's a cleaning. You can use it for cleaning, add it to your cleaners. And you can add a few drops to your gym laundry, like Lisa said. but again, hundreds, if not, no, there's thousands of different ways to use oil. So there's no way we can cover all of that. We're never going to be able to, but we will provide content through social media. We'll continue to post stuff, and hopefully you guys can find a good reputable source through Google too, as well.
And after Ryan goes through all these, I'll give you some of like my just favorite uses of these.
Well, you want to just kind of chime in as we're going? That way
Okay,
it
well,
doesn't
the
seem confusing.
lemon, I love. Okay, so I've been using essential oils for a very long time. So I do put a drop in my water. Okay, so that's kind of like my lemon water. Very good. I also love to diffuse it with peppermint because it actually, peppermint has like an uplifting mood, so it can kind of help you waken up. So I like putting the two together because it's a very fresh, awakening scent. And like Ryan said, in cleaners, like I use amber bottles, I make my own cleaner, and the fresh lemon scent, I mean, is always delicious, necessary. So those are my favorite lemon.
All right, awesome. All right, so next up was lavender, stress, sleep, mood. A lot has to do with mood. Like I wish our 11-year-old was here. She was going to come on and show you how she makes her spray bottle, and she's just walking around many times of the house, just spraying, but mostly on her bed. She'll use it on her sheets, which is great. I absolutely love that. You can apply topically direct to the behind your ears, on your temples, behind your on your wrist folds. I use lavender. I absolutely love it. As a natural perfume, you can actually apply it topically as a natural perfume. It's excellent for do-it-yourself recipes. There's probably, I mean, just again, so many different recipes online, from household cleaning to de-stressing to mood to a lot of, right?
And lavender and lemon also go really well together. So you'll kind of find your blends that you like. And I mix scents all the time and just kind of see what, freshens up the home. But lavender, again, this roller is perfect for lavender because I love to put it at my wrist, smell it. I also like the lavender above the navel. Just really good placements. And like Ryan said, sleep, that's my preferred use for it. But also any times of stress, or if my house is kind of a little too active, I might start putting in the diffusers everywhere just to tone it down a bit. So I mean, there's so many uses. Great stuff. Lavender is awesome, and it's also like can be known as, like, if you want to call it, like your red oil. So anything that you think is like red, like you're angry or you're frustrated, or it's calming. So think a red mood.
Oh, I forgot to say lavender's from Bulgaria too, and it's part of it. It's distilled.
And this will be on the website.
Yeah, of course. And we'll try to move through it fast. I know we've already gone 23 minutes, so let's try to get through it fast.
Go.
Tea tree oil is up next, Lisa.
Okay, tea tree oil. Well, I mean,
5 drops in a diffuser.
Yes.
That's for a great refresh space. This is one of those ones that's great for air quality, indoor air quality.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, because of its antibacterial benefit, that's the one I love to use with gym clothes. So I'll put some drops straight into the laundry, or any like sports clothing, any like really dirty laundry. So yeah, someone's a fisherman and you got the fishy stink on, clothing. Really helps there. Also, speaking of laundry, you can get the wool dryer balls, and that's what I use. We don't use fabric softeners or anything like that with scents because they're not good for you. So I have dryer balls. Go online, Amazon, wool dryer balls, and I just put like maybe a few drops onto each dryer ball when I throw it in there. So tea tree oil is really great for that. It's been well known for use because of the antibacterial and fungal for athlete's foot, for nail fungus,
ringworm, nail fungus.
I mean,
even for warts. That's probably for quite a bit for warts, and that's actually applying it directly using a cotton swab.
Right.
That's not through a dilution, I don't believe.
Insect bites. There's so many uses.
But tea tree should be applied almost always with a carrier oil, just because of, again, some of the sensitivities that can occur. And going back to lemon too, sometimes you can get a photosensitivity if you're using it directly on the skin. So just be cautious of that. If your skin kind of heats up and gets a superficial rash, that could be just part of that photosensitivity reaction. But with tea tree too, I don't think you're supposed to consume it orally. Right. Is that the one we were talking about? Where if you had it in a mouthwash, it's designed to be spit out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And obviously putting it in a mouthwash is the antibacterial properties of it, but making sure, you're not
ingesting it. Okay. Yeah. And tea tree we mentioned is from Australia. So from the leaves. All right. So next up, Lisa, is the peppermint. Ooh, so many amazing uses with peppermint. It's unbelievable.
Right. I mean, peppermint, we all love peppermint.
Right.
But again, I like it in a diffuser because it's awakening. So maybe it's a great thing to have in an office.
An office space.
Really keeps you alert. You can put it little dabs of the carrier oil behind your ears. I would not advise the Temple. I did do that to Ryan once.
Okay.
It's a little, it can be a little strong.
Yeah,
So it just, it just depends on how much you use. I like to use it for myself orally as like a breath mint. So just make sure it's like, I make sure it's only one drop because it is powerful. I mean, powerful. What
All right, yeah. So, okay, that was for peppermint. So diffuse 5 drops again, multitude of benefits, including sinus allergy relief, improved focus, concentration. Also muscle pain, aches, headache, 1 to 2 drops behind the ears. Be careful with the temples, like Lisa said. Freshen breath, 1 drop on the tongue. Oral, borderline, yes, but it is very, very nice for freshening the breath. Let's go on to frankincense, Lisa. I know this is the one that many people
this
love.
is like the king
This is
of
from
oils.
India, by the way. This is Boswellia serrata. This is out of India. But this is a king for sure, for a state of relaxation, or what else? What else, Lisa?
Well, my favorite, I talk about the skin health benefits. So putting it with a little bit of carrier oil, or if you use a facial oil, putting a drop into with your facial oil, and it helps with fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, tightening. I mean, amazing stuff. So soothing to the skin, promoting cellular health, stimulates the immune system. It talks about having anti-tumor, anti-seizure properties. It's just such a great way to add it to any health regimen, aromatically, topically, and only in certain circumstances orally. But again, those need to be well-versed in oils for that.
Yeah, I was surprised by how much of the skincare frankincense is good for, from the acne blemishes and the dark spots, which I'm starting to pick up too. There's kind of those age spots. So an incredible oil. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last one was the immunity blend. So
Yes.
we talked about what's in the immunity blend. Again, clove, cinnamon, orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Now, this is something I have going in our house like all the time. Because especially during your so-called, cold and flu season, but when I know like a bunch of kids are sick in my children's classes, I just all about prevention, right? So I will, honestly, when my kids are like walking out the door, I'll put a little bit mixed with the carrier oil behind their neck. They think I'm crazy. I'm trying to always put essential oils on them. But really the immunity blend is so good at protecting yourself and boosting your immune system. So always diffusing it in the home just for like that clean, pure immunity boost.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's our 6-pack. They are only available in a pack at this time. We will continue to evaluate and look to add on more oils in the future and possibly go into singles. But right now, this is the way that it's available.
And like I said, $49.95 for members, $69.95 for non-members, regardless.